Hey everyone, hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world, of course. We have a wonderful guest here today. We have Dyson Finance. We have Sheriff from Dyson. This is going to be a classic Twitter space. You guys know how these go. We're going to chat about some wonderful things from Dyson, some Galxe campaigns, learn a little bit and get to know each other. So pay close attention. Feel free to write some comments below. No problems at all. I can take a peek as we're chatting and see if there's anything interesting down there as well. Or if you just want to show some love, feel free to show some as well. That's obviously never a problem here. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We'll start obviously with an introduction to our guest. Let us know a bit about yourself, your background, what you were doing on the Dyson team and kind of how you got into crypto.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. First, very glad to be here. So, I'm Sharaf, and I'm community manager at Dyson Finance. And you can find me on our Discord server. I see that several of our members are attending the AMA, and that's great to see. So regarding my background, I've been diving in the crypto universe for about 7 years now, and like what I've been doing before was like just grabbing some ETH way back just to test the waters. And then about 2, 3 years ago, I joined Haka Finance, a DeFi ecosystem, and now
Very cool.
I'm managing the community at Dyson Finance.
So real quick, just curious, what kind of led you towards community?
Mm-hmm. Like I was led towards community because how to say, like I think this is one of the most important parts in the crypto industry. Like if we want crypto to reach mainstream status, like it's we can build like the best products in the world, but if we don't speak out, if we don't go to the people, if we don't build communities, like we're not going to achieve a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what attracted me the most to community, and I see people are like very excited on Dyson Finance. Like a lot of people are chatting on Discord, giving suggestions and being happy about the product, etc. So this is like a very rewarding task to do.
No, I completely agree. It's a very different aspect that a lot of people I think don't think about initially, and then once you kind of find the joy of it and the understanding and like how important it is, it becomes so much fun to see the excitement and interact with those users, in my opinion. And so besides yourself, how big would you say the Dyson team is now? Have you guys been going steady for a while, or?
Mhm. Yeah, so basically the core team at Dyson Finance has been quite deep in the blockchain and DeFi game for quite a while. Like we're talking about contributing and receiving grants from like heavyweights of the industry, like the Ethereum Foundation or
Very cool.
Polygon or Aave. So like very big names, and a lot of experience in DeFi. And even some of us, including some of our core co-founders, also give talks at the local Ethereum gatherings in Taipei. And the rest of our dev team is specialized in financial derivatives. And here's what we believe. We believe that the secret sauce to bring DeFi to the masses, beside, of course, reaching out to the community, as I said, is from a more technical perspective, is to unlock liquidity opportunities for all those small investors out there.
No, I can definitely agree with that. I think that the secret sauce is going to have many ingredients, and I think that's definitely one of the key ingredients for sure. My other key ingredient being the community aspects of businesses, honestly. But yeah, well, obviously we're not here to go totally into the whole onboarding, vision, right? But yeah, I appreciate your take there, and glad to hear you guys have been so kind of specialized and just dived into this it's good to hear, and I think it makes people feel like they can, be more on board because it's people that are like-minded, smart, and just love what they do, right? So appreciate that. So obviously we're here to talk about Dyson. So can we get a intro into Dyson Finance? Kind of, let us know, at a base level, what is Dyson for the people that don't know today?
Yeah, sure. So before I introduce Dyson more specifically, I'll just give maybe a few words about the liquidity problems that I've mentioned before. So
Of course.
yeah, so as you know, currently, if you provide liquidity as a non-professional in many existing platforms, you have about 50% chance of losing money, and this is something that sucks
Yeah.
big time.
Yep.
Because for many reasons, because of impermanent loss, because of MEV, because of bots attacking your position, or the lack of liquidity in a token that you want to buy. And all of this makes the DeFi world a place very unfriendly to beginners who just want some modest yield on their crypto savings. So this is why we have built Dyson Finance. It's to bring DeFi back to the masses. So basically, Dyson Finance is a DEX that is aiming at cracking the code for liquidity provision in DeFi. And the problem that we're tackling is the lack of accessible and profitable ways for small investors to join the DeFi party, along with institutions, whales, and professional traders. And those people who are probably listening to us right now might not have deep pockets, but they have a very
Hmm.
strong appetite for growth.
No, I completely agree. It's not about, it's not always about just how much capital you have. So there's a hunger that people have, and even having smaller pockets, right? Like I've been in that position many times myself, where I've been wanting to do more, wanting to participate more, wanting to dive more into these areas. And yeah, like you mentioned, it's not friendly. It's frightening. It's daunting. It's overwhelming. There's a million things that you can go wrong, honestly. And I've obviously when you sometimes when you just go into it, you lose money, and that's how you learn, right? But if we can learn without losing money and have that opportunity, right? Obviously, that's a lot better, right? So um, that I do agree with you there. So would you be able to kind of dive more into the details now with Dyson?
Yeah, sure. So about Dyson Finance, first, there's Dyson Finance proposes the concept of dual investment, which
Mhm.
gives short-term and long-term liquidity providers a guaranteed return on their deposit, an almost guaranteed return. Of course, the 0% risk doesn't exist. But
Of
how does
course,
it
yeah.
work? How does it work more concretely? For example, if I have a dual investment pool that contains ETH and USDC, I can invest one of the two tokens. And at maturity, after maturity, if the price of ETH is above the strike price, or let's say 2,000 US dollar, I
Hmm.
will receive USDC with a premium of, let's say, 10%, for example. So it would be roughly 2.2 thousand USDC. And if it's below strike price, I will receive ETH with the same premium, which would be 1.1 ETH. So if I believe in this Ethereum token, it doesn't matter for me because it helps me accumulate more USDC if the price goes up, and accumulate more ETH if the price goes down. So it's a way if you want to buy low and sell high. And so this is for dual investment. And the second thing
Hmm.
that Dyson Finance proposes is DEX. So our DEX allows users to swap tokens, just like on Uniswap or any other platform, but with a mechanism that tackles all the issues that I mentioned before, which makes liquidity provider lose money. And this mechanism is a dynamic automated market maker. And like as I said, like one of the problems of other platforms is that sometimes there can be price slippages or bots taking advantage of volatility. And
Yep.
on Dyson Finance, our dynamic AMM captures the value induced by volatility and redistributes it to protocol users by using the dual investment pools that I've described before. So this is what allows us to partly, of course, to guarantee a yield to liquidity providers on our platform. So like there are many platforms like on DeFi where it's not very clear where the yield comes from. Here,
Yeah.
our yield is very transparent. It comes from our swap and our dual investors. Um,
It
and
works hand in hand. Yeah.
yeah, and how to say, like this yield basically is going into our protocol control value, our PCV, and it allows us to redistribute it to our users. And so these are two features of Dyson Finance, so dual investment and the DEX, the swap. And the third feature of Dyson Finance is its membership program, which makes you earn extra yield compared to our regular users and gives you the ability to refer other members. And what is nice is that this program is invite only. And so
Ooh, I love
if
that.
you want to enter this program, this membership program, you have to know another Dyson Finance user to be part of it. So in a nutshell, our mission is to democratize DeFi via these three features and make it a space where everyone, even the smallest investor, can thrive.
No, I love that. I think that the referral as well is super important, especially being invite only to Dyson members. That's exciting. I like how everything works so hand in hand together to just kind of eliminate that stress that a lot of users will feel, honestly, because you mentioned like other platforms not being clear. A lot of the time, like genuinely, many liquidity like platforms, everything that I've looked at or tried to participate in, or like when I was in the bull market, just like being up to like 3 a.m. every day with people trying to look for like new opportunities. It was just like a mess to understand, to get involved with. Obviously, the risk at that point is like you're at like 90% to 10% of a win. And it's great to see that we're taking such a an important area and making it safer, making it more understood, and getting more users involved. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the amazing explanation as well. You made it very clear. So and guys, feel free to write some comments below as well if you are interested. If you have any questions, anything, we can always take a peek for sure. But yeah, let's move on to kind of the next portion as well. So I'm curious, obviously, in a larger space like yours, how do you think that with everything you've kind of let me know, how do you think you stand out among I guess if you would call them competition or not, but what do you think makes Dyson stand out from the others?
So this is basically what I have explained in the last two questions. What makes us stand out is that we're not tailored like for whales or institutions or big players or professional traders to thrive. We allow everyone to thrive equally, basically. So that's something that distinguishes us from I wouldn't say competitors, but more like alternatives in the market.
Yeah.
And another thing that distinguishes us is, I would say, our team. Since we have a team that is very experienced in the DeFi world. We have launched a swap more than 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. We have launched financial derivatives. We have launched a DeFi ecosystem, etc. So every time we learn and we learn from our experience, and we always try to do better for the next project. And Dyson Finance, which has started just about a month ago, and is basically the fruit of this experience. And this is something we're very proud of. And yeah, so basically, it's these are the things that distinguish us from others. Our focus on retail investors. This is something that is extremely important for us. This is like the core of our vision, and yeah, and also our community. Like we've been just here like for about 1 month,
Mhm.
and we already have like thousands of people on our Discord, like who are currently right now playing the our trading competition on beta testnet. So
Amazing.
this
We
is
can
this
we
is
can dive a
something
little
we're
more
very proud of.
into that as well too. That would be very cool to hear about.
Mhm.
I appreciate it, and I can feel the passion that you have. 100% is a big thing, and I'm glad to hear it. So thank you for the awesome answer there. And now let's kind of dive into some of the, obviously you mentioned the beta trading event as well, but would you be able to, so first of all, actually, before I go into the question here, I just want to say you guys are definitely a valuable partner in the ecosystem. I appreciate everything that you guys have decided to do with us in particular. I'm glad you can use our platform. And if we can help you have helped you in any way so far, I just want to say thanks for using us. Thanks for being involved with us. Let's grow the space together. So do you mind if I would ask you, how have you so far utilized the Galaxy infrastructure and kind of, what's been your favorite, feature or moment or process in, using our campaigns, creating campaigns and, getting more involved with the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So first, we appreciate all your comments about Dyson Finance, and we can only return them because
Of
Galaxy
course.
has been by far our best acquisition channel to basically start from scratch. So like we're very very happy that the crypto world has platforms like Galaxy to help projects kick off and being known to the world. So how have we utilized Galaxy? First, the Dyson Finance space on Galaxy has opened fairly recently. Maybe a little bit more than 2 months ago. But actually, we were not really strangers to the Galaxy world, and we came prepared. As I mentioned, we have used Galaxy in previous projects, and we have learned from that experience. We have seen what kind of campaign works better than others, and that was a good thing for us to apply on Dyson Finance. So
Mhm.
since we have been starting from literally zero, like with zero users, zero followers on social media, we had to make some noise, and for that we have put Galaxy at the core of our marketing stack by rewarding whoever would be in the top 400 users in our Galaxy leaderboard at a certain date, which was last week, and like we would reward them with a beta membership NFC, as well as some DYSN token airdrops. So like Dyson governance token airdrops, and and for that, like did they need to do? They only had to perform certain missions, especially on chain, to prove their commitment. So this is one of the magics of Galaxy and of Web3 in general. Basically, you cannot cheat. Like
Yeah.
there's no way you can find shortcuts or anything like that for on-chain tasks. We know it's traceable, it's transparent, and this is what we love about Web3. So we have organized campaigns. First, to invite them to follow our social media channels, including Twitter. And most importantly, there were also campaigns where they had to try our alpha testnet version and be increasingly rewarded by the Galaxy point system, which I think is a great addition to your platform, in parallel with the difficulty of the task. And it's basically like a game. Like the more you commit to Dyson Finance, and the more you are rewarded. For example, investing in a dual investment pool can bring you a certain number of points that helps you climb in the Galaxy leaderboard. But becoming a member, like by becoming a member, receiving extra rewards and referring people, which are more complex tasks than simply making a deposit, would bring users even more points because it takes longer to do. And um, and another kind of campaign that we have launched to help us kickstart our project is also celebrating some partnerships with other protocols. So this is really a win-win-win situation between us, between our users, and with Galaxy as well. Like
Mhm.
we're bringing more users to Galaxy. We have more users on our end, and our users are receiving rewards. So everyone is happy, and this is like a non-zero sum mindset that we want to have for Web3 and DeFi.
No, I completely agree, and yeah, I'm glad you guys have had such a variety and well use case of the loyalty points and our credentials so far. I do agree. It is really nice to be able to just have that better understanding of who's doing what, who's really committing, who's committing more. Having the option for these different areas, I think, is so important. And I think over time, obviously, continuing like campaigns like yours, very different, multi-leveled, etc. We'll just continue to grow and
If I may add,
yeah, of
excuse
course.
me. Yeah, if I may add, another thing that Galaxy helps us to solve, and we're extremely grateful about that. It's also the concept of authentication. So as I said before, like we're currently organizing a trading competition, and the problem sometimes in DeFi, especially on testnet, is that people can basically impersonate anyone. They can create extra wallet addresses, etc. But thanks to Galaxy, we have created Dyson Finance Pass, which is a kind of a ticket to be considered as a participant, and it requires users to uh, uh, follow us on Twitter and join us on Discord while having your account tied to your Galaxy account, and
Mhm.
this is what allows us to authenticate users and participate in the trading competition in a fair way.
No, I love that. It just adds another level of authenticity. Yeah, like you've mentioned. And I think that gets users more excited as well. I think because nobody likes fighting against bots, right? So we do our best as well. Like obviously sometimes it's tough. Sometimes they figure like different bots will figure out how to get around certain things or but yeah, it's been a consistent thing on our end as well to address and focus on and just to make our platform and the ecosystem and the community better for all. And I'm glad to see you guys using that as well. And now you mentioned the trading contest, so it's kind of just segues us nicely into the next kind of area. Would you be able to kind of cover that campaign, the information there fully, kind of what's the goal there and what's the inspiration?
Sorry, can you say again, please? Can you repeat the
Oh, no
question?
worries, no worries. So
Mhm.
basically, with all of these, different campaigns that you guys have been running so
Mhm.
far, maintaining that growth
Mhm.
going forward, you mentioned the beta testnet, the trading competition.
Mhm.
Could you give us more details on the trading competition?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So what I've described before was just the alpha testnet version of Dyson Finance, and
Yeah,
since today, just a few hours ago, we have moved to our beta testnet version, where we're
amazing.
organizing a trading competition, and this is going to be before our mainnet launch. And yeah, so starting today, we have a beta testnet version of Dyson Finance with an amazing trading competition where people can win from our 10,000 US dollar prize pool, as well as some mainnet tier one membership NFT, which will not be accessible anywhere else. So like to give more details about the trading competition, in fact, we're organizing two simultaneously. There's one competition which is called Trading King, where people have to accumulate as much testnet capital as possible in WBTC, in DYSN, Dyson, and also in USDC. So the 25 people with the highest amount of tokens win from this prize pool. And the second competition, which is also happening right now simultaneously, is where people have to become the referral king, and they have to refer as many
I
friends
love that.
as they can. Yeah. And how do they have to do that? They need to become a member, and to become a member, you need to get an invite code, or if you were ranked high on our Galaxy leaderboard, you can become a tier one member already and invite others. But if you're not yet a member, you can just reach out to our community. You can receive an invite code from one of our members, and share it around you, and try to rank as high as possible in the referral competition.
No, I love that, and I love the the king title. I think that's a really fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's tough. Everybody likes to. We kind of have the space theme, right? But would you say you guys have a kind of a more themed thing around your communities, or just a curious question from me? Like, for example, if you're a member of the Galaxy Discord, your main role is like astronaut. Just curious on your community.
Okay. I mean, so far, like we casually call our users Dysonaut. Our community, we call them Dysonaut. So Dyson Finance plus astronaut
Oh,
equal
nice.
Dysonaut. So this is like like a kind of wordplay that we like to use.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, and also,
They're
like,
both off the tongue.
if you want to go deeper into the space theme, like sometimes we call our membership program the satellite program, where
Mhm.
like one member is a kind of a planet, and the three users that he refers are his satellites, for example, and
Yeah.
it goes like in a fractal way, if you want.
I love that.
Mhm.
That's so fun. We do the space theme as well, of course. Yeah, originally Project Galaxy, now Galaxy.
Exactly.
It rolls off, yeah. But we have astronauts, and then our sort of ambassador contributor program is the space cadets. So basically, like those traveling the galaxy, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely, and also, like, this makes us like fit. Like we're very complementary in terms of space theme. Like, if
mhm,
I, for those who don't know, also, like, why did we call this product Dyson Finance? It's based on the concept of Dyson Sphere, which is a very famous concept in sci-fi. It's basically a gigantic kind of structure which surrounds a star and absorbs its energy away to basically to feed basically human needs.
very. That's cool.
And for us, like, our Dyson sphere is to absorb as much as DeFi and crypto volatility and fluctuations, um, like bull runs and also bear markets. Like, all of these are things that we absorb and that we can redistribute to our users. So this is basically the spirit
Mhm.
behind Dyson Finance.
No, I agree. It is very complimentary, and it works very well. And actually, I did not know that, so I didn't know the whole Dyson thing. So I love learning something new. Appreciate that little tidbit. So going into kind of the end of our discussion today, after we've covered the different pieces of Dyson, some of the campaigns that users can get involved with. You guys have had an awesome run so far. Like you mentioned, start from scratch. How do you feel your progress has been so far? How do you feel your success has been so far? Especially obviously in a trying time, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, as I said, like, we have launched like a little more than one month ago, and it has been
Hmm.
pretty outstanding. And for example, almost 30,000 people have joined our Galaxy Space, which is way beyond anything we could ever dream of in 1 month, in just 1 month. And this is thanks to the robustness of the Galaxy infrastructure. And also, about around 10,000 people have used the Dyson Finance platform in our alpha testnet version. Now we are in the beta, on the first of our beta. And this is just the beginning, because in mainnet, everyone will be able to make profitable liquidity provision on Dyson Finance. So we're very, very optimistic about it. We're going to launch our new token, DYSN, which will be available as an airdrop for our best Galaxy members. And users, like, by trying the product during alpha testnet, during the beta trading competition, will get pretty familiar with how Dyson Finance works, and how it can help them earn from their stablecoins or from their favorite tokens. And yeah, like, we see the future pretty bright, despite market conditions, of course. And this is something we're extremely proud of.
And I think you should be proud of it. It's obviously been an amazing month, and I'm glad to hear you guys have, been working so hard, and excited for the future. So I appreciate you coming on today as well. Now, just to finish off for the day, is there any final words you'd like to give for anyone? Anything you'd like to shout out, check out at the end?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have two campaigns on Galaxy that we want to speak about. And the first one is, we invite you guys to grab a Dyson Pass oath to join the trading competition. So all you need to do is to check out the tweet that you can see on top of the space, or you can simply go to our Twitter account, check out our bio or our pinned tweet. And as I said, like, this Dyson Pass is just a way to authenticate users, thanks to Galaxy, and it's pretty easy to have. And the second one is not yet out, but it's going to be a Dyson Beta Pilot Oath, which can be won by participating in the trading competition, even if you don't win. So we invite you guys to explore the trading competition, which is on testnet, so you don't have to spend anything. Just try out, use the faucet, and just have fun. Try to accumulate as much capital as possible in 2 weeks, and try to refer as many people as possible. And this is something that we want to highlight. You don't have to be a super professional trader to thrive on Dyson Finance. All you need to do sometimes, like, especially for the second competition, is simply to invite the best traders that you know, or someone who tends to trade with very high volume. And even if you are still a beginner in the trading world, like, this is absolutely not a problem. And Dyson is designed for that. It's designed for people like you. Even if you don't have deep pockets, like, it's a platform that is open for everyone, and where everyone can make a profit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we
Amazing.
invite you guys to follow us, to follow Galaxy as well, if you guys come from our community. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it from my end.
Amazing. No, I appreciate it. And I love that even with something like a trading competition, you're trying your best to make it so involvable for even the people. I mean, obviously for myself, I've never actually done a trading competition just because it's like such a daunting thing. I've never been
Yeah,
like
absolutely, yes.
like a master trader, right? For a lot of people, it's tough. So to be involved, yeah, at least an interesting discussion around stuff like that and making it more accessible and learning processes, etc. So very cool stuff. Excited to see how that goes down. I'll be paying close attention, of course, and maybe seeing if I can refer some friends of mine who are good
Yeah,
traders. So
exactly. So
um,
yeah, like, basically all you have to do is to refer people that you think are good traders, or people you think can refer even more people. Like, this is literally all you have to do, and this basically levels the playing field for everyone, regardless of your trading skills.
no, that's awesome. I like that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, like, you guys can even play around with it internally at the Galaxy team. Just feel free.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And obviously now that we are getting ready to close up for today, I just want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you giving us the time and chatting with us today, using our systems as I mentioned. Very excited to see what's coming. Excited to see how this trading competition goes down. Guys, check out below the space. Myself and the Galaxy account have linked the tweet leading to the pre-pass competition, like mentioned. And yeah, thanks you guys for listening. Go check out everything Dyson. Go join the community. Get involved with the campaigns. Lots to come. An exciting remainder of the year. I appreciate you all. Thank you again, Sheriff. Looking forward to talking to you soon. And I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or good night. Have a great one, everyone.
Absolutely. Same. And thanks everyone for joining. Very grateful to have your time. And if you want to join us, everyone is welcome, regardless of your net worth, regardless of your trading skills. That's absolutely not an issue. You can follow us. You can join us on Discord, have a little chat, or join the trading competition. And yeah, see you soon.
Thanks again. See you, everyone.
See you. Bye-bye.